Here it is, part 2 of 3 parts of Mission Creep. I apologize to anyone who listened to part 1 and cringed at the attitude of Dr. Orling. I know I call myself a clean reader, and quite frankly, or clean writer, and quite frankly, I cringe at this person I created too. So you're not alone. But to continue, you certainly do. A little gallantry always did the trick at this moment. Give me your hand and I'll help you in. I don't. Come on, how often do you get a chance to try out a ride like this? She looked from him to the car. I've never even been this close to such a car before. And you're about to get closer. Please, climb in. She accepted his hand and slid in with a litheness that promised so much more. He lowered the door while she explored the comforts within and hurried around to take his place. The plush seat embraced him as he settled in, the manual controls deployed to his specifications. Other drivers could commit the sacrilege of letting the computer take control of a machine like this, not him. He glanced at Sheila, all settled in at such an eye-pleasing angle. Enjoy your first taste of such luxury? She ran her hand down her side of the center console he taught himself to see as a means to heighten the anticipation. It's so incredible and looks, well, too sleek for mere city streets. Oh, it is. He let his chest puff out in pride. I make regular trips to the coast just for the thrill of the unleashed power. Work out and you may earn a chance to see what the machine can do for you. Yourself. It can do for yourself. He tapped the power switch. Ready? She reached for her harness. Ready. Soft music enveloped them. Then the faintest wisp of citrus tickled his nose when the air circulation system kicked in. Not his favorite perfume base, but if everything went according to plan, it wouldn't matter much longer. The engine whirred into action as he got them moving. Once clear of his designated spot, he planned to one day acquire one with more status. He glanced over to catch Sheila snuggling deeper into her seat. She licked her lips. I sure hope this doesn't spoil me for my usual public transport. Music to the ears, and a sign to take things sideways a bit longer. A little pampering never hurt anyone. A particular benefit to this model of sports car came from his ability to place the media controls low on the console close to where her knees presently sat. How his passenger reacted to the side of his hand as he pushed the volume a strategic level higher always said so much about what he could expect soon. If anything, she let her knee become a touch more accessible. I'm not familiar with this style of music, but it does have an uplifting sound. Her hand began to swing in time to the beat. It's a local group. They even play a little club nearby from time to time, if you're into the live scene. He reached a thoroughfare off campus, forcing him to pay more attention to the building traffic around them. The thrill of challenging automatics with random moves always made his choice to stay manual that much more pleasing. Sheila squeaked when they came perilously close to another vessel as it slipped ahead of them. He hid a smile. A few close calls like that always made the girl a little more receptive to a little comfort later. He made a safer change to give her a breather. This traffic will let up once we turn off in a bit. Then it's only a short hop to my humble home, and the real action can begin. I can't see a man who can pilot like you live anywhere I'd call humble. How about I let you be the judge when I get there? The sudden opening gave him just enough room to accelerate into a new position. Her knuckles had gone whiter where she now held onto the edge of the console. He heard her suck in a breath. I like that idea. Such spunk. Things were looking better than ever. Now to push the driving a little bit harder before they reached the exit. This part never got old. The turnoff came soon enough, leading them onto a more sedate, tree-lined final leg of the journey, complete with the flashing lights of multiple police vehicles ahead. Too many for a mere traffic accident. What is it? Sheila had pulled herself up. He didn't need this, but perhaps he could capitalize it. Nothing to worry us any. Two of the cars ahead turned around after talking with the officer flagging them down. But there, my home isn't far. I'm sure I can get us through. Or you'd have to figure out an alternate plan. The truck ahead of them stopped for a moment and continued past the blockade. There you go. See? We'll be fine. I hope so. Her voice held a guarded tone, and she remained erect, watchful. He hadn't asked where she came from, but knew not every society out there offered the level of freedom they enjoyed on this world. One more way he could nurture her confidence. As he drew closer, he recognized the point officer as the one who'd canvassed the neighborhood a few weeks back about a stray wildcat. That should make this easier. Relax, I'll handle this. I'm sure you will. She didn't lean back. The flick of the sun caused his window to drop into the door when the time came. Evening, officer. This looks serious. Dr. Orling, isn't it? Didn't you hear any of the broadcast? He lowered the media volume. Sorry, I keep it muted most of the time. The EBS can't do its job if you opt out like that. Who's with you? He glanced at her. This is Sheila. She's a stellar dynamics whiz I've taken an interest in. It's not often a scientist like me meets some daring enough to read one of my more advanced treatises. I guess not. Miss, I hope you take full advantage of this opportunity. She spoke softly. I'll do my best. The officer straightened. 3 men broke out of the pen under cover of a riot. The type of men you don't want to meet in broad daylight. The last reported sighting put them headed in this direction. We're advising all residents to stay aware and call us if they see anything the least bit suspicious. He stifled a curse. If Sheila asks them to turn around now, you know where I live. Do you have any reason to believe we won't be safe there? No. He turned to Sheila, hoping she wouldn't say yes to the question he had asked for the officer's benefit. Would you prefer to turn around and return to campus? Yes. No, I mean, how would we be any safer on campus? You can activate your EBS, and we know if anything has changed before taking me home. Are you sure? He had to make it look good.